6 minutes away from arriving at our cabin in Big Bear, and we had to pull over to watch the last glimmer of the sunset. This is such an amazing view. Oh my gosh, look at the sky. We've arrived. Raya didn't tell me much about this little getaway. Turns out we're staying in a tiny little cabin, but it looks awesome. And we've got such a cool view. Check out this. It's so small.
It's a tiny house.
It's a proper tiny house. Oh, it's so cute. Snow on the ground.
It's so cute.
Do we have electricity?
I think so. I don't know how to turn it on. Oh, it's this. Look.
Wow.
Wow, this window.
That is so awesome. Hey guys, welcome to our channel. It's the start of the year and we have come up to Big Bear. And what are we doing in Big Bear?
We're just having a little getaway, a little romantic 2-night trip away into the mountains, and we just wanted to have some nature. We were not expecting this magical winter wonderland. It just started snowing. Oh my gosh.
Look at this cabin. Look at this cute little tiny home.
Oh yeah, this is our first time staying in a tiny house, and I'm obsessed with them. Like, I watch videos on them all the time.
She does.
So.
She's always calling me into her office like, come and look at this one, come and look at this one.
Yeah, so we'll give you a tour inside in a second, but it just started snowing, so we had to come outside and enjoy it. Oh my gosh, it's so nice.
And there's like, clouds have kind of come down into the valley, but when the clouds were clear earlier, we could see right through there. Should we go for a walk?
Yeah, okay. Where are we going?
I don't know. Should we go down here? I don't want to fall down. I think we can go down here.
Wait.
Your boots are better suited for this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, it's so deep. Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's so quiet.
There's something very therapeutic about coming out to nature.
That's the one thing. We love living in LA, but we live in Venice where there isn't a lot. I mean, we have the beach, but we don't have like trees or grass, or we both really miss nature. So
but this is so close. Even with like loads of traffic, this was like 3 hours away. So it's probably like, if we drove at night, it'd probably be like 2 hours. Which is so good. We could do this a lot more often, couldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Should we give everyone a tour of the cabin?
Yeah, let's do it.
Come and look inside, guys.
Okay, welcome to our humble abode. This is it. This is my favorite part for sure. Waking up to this and falling asleep, you can see all the stars. I love big windows, and this is a good bed to window ratio for me. It's amazing. And then over here we have a few little cute books, and we have a deck of cards which we got to play earlier, which was super fun. A little radio, and then this came with the house, so you can like buy kind of any of these things like a normal hotel.
There's like
But-
pasta and soup
Yeah.
and pasta
Tea
sauce
and everything. And then these are things that we brought. So we got a bunch of snacks, fruit, we got oats for breakfast, chocolate and cookies and dates. And then tonight we're gonna make some pasta. And then avocados to make avocado toast. And these all came with here as well, so you can like cook everything.
I like how cute these are, these little like tin
all of
camping
these.
mugs.
I love all of these. And then this is the kitchen area, so the hob with a little tea kettle and another fruit bowl. This is our bread for avocado toast. And yeah, just kind of like everything you need really. And then a little fridge, which is so cute.
And most importantly, there's a little heater here. Although to be honest, it's pretty well insulated in here, so we just had it like turning on periodically throughout the night just to keep it warm.
And then there's a bathroom with a toilet, and then behind there
Behind here
is a shower.
is the shower.
Yeah. So that's perfect. And then just a little table. Oh, and this is cool. Cell phone lockbox. I love this whole company, their whole thing. I mean, it's called Getaway, and their whole thing is about like escaping the city and actually coming away. And even on their website it says like some of our cabins don't have great cell service, but the whole point is to not be on your phone. So, and we've definitely been doing that, like not been working or anything.
Yeah,
So nice.
I have looked at my phone today, but it wasn't like the first thing I did when I woke up. I was like consciously like just trying to disconnect, and I think that's something we need a lot more of in our
Yeah.
modern society. I think everyone's glued to their phones, including us. But this is nice to have this intentional little break where like we're deliberately not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Should we,
This is so nice.
should we make some lunch?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so for lunch, I'm heating up some soup that we brought, some red lentil soup. And then I really wanted to make some avocado toast, but there isn't a toaster here. So I'm gonna just try toasting it in a pan. I guess that would work. I don't see why not. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Let's check the taste.
I don't think it's ready. That smells so good. Okay, this is my secret for avocado toast. See, if you put a layer of hummus underneath, and this one is lemon hummus. Oh my gosh, it makes it so much better. You guys have to try this.
I did it.
You got it?
Did it. Look at that. I kind of did it.
Okay, last but not least, I always put this everything bagel seasoning. It is so good. And I think they have, this is from Whole Foods, but you can get it at like Trader Joe's and stuff. And it's sesame seeds, salt, garlic, onion, more sesame seeds, and poppy seeds. Oh, so good.
It's got double sesame seeds. Is that all I get? That's not many. You had so many. I'm joking.
Okay, perfect.
And last but not least, spicy sauce. Make the best life. What are the ingredients that we want in it? And then we can figure out what ingredients are the most important.
Okay. So give me an example.
So like living in community.
Yeah.
Nature. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's almost like if we took a snapshot of our most, maybe it's like our dream life, which I think,
Okay.
I personally think we're quite close to.
Yeah.
What are the fundamental ingredients that make our dream life what we
Okay.
want it?
I think like working for ourselves.
Yeah. Signal.
With what's happening right now.
I've just flown up and back over the mountain, and look at this.
Wow. It's interesting. I've been thinking today, normally when we take time off to like, especially to come away somewhere, to have a romantic trip, those are the specific times that we haven't vlogged in the past. So to like go into this new journey and to be vlogging that, I think we're still trying to figure out what that looks like, because obviously these times are super important for us to connect. That's like the point of them.
Yeah, like pressing record in the moments that we normally wouldn't record.
Yeah.
And then we're like trying to record the things we normally would, but feeling like that we can be more authentic than that.
Yeah.
I guess that's the journey we're stepping into with this channel.
And like so many times today, when we were playing cards, we would just be laughing or like having really sweet moments, and I was thinking like, oh, I wish these moments could be in the vlog, because...
But then it would feel like almost a bit forced if we were like,
Yeah.
oh, hold on one sec, let's just go grab the camera. But I think it will become more natural.
Yeah, I think so. And we were just saying like, well, you said that it's not necessarily about just remembering how to vlog, it's almost like reinventing it and what this new chapter looks like.
Yeah,
so.
what do we want to be sharing now?
So yeah, stay tuned. We're still trying to figure it out as well. But I'm excited. And also, thank you guys. I think we've already passed like 1,500 subscribers, so it's so exciting. I love like that this is just a little community of people that are specifically looking for this content, and I'm just so excited. So thank you. This is like our fun little corner in the internet.
Yeah.
But we were about to do something that we thought would be fun to share on camera. So we did something last summer when we were in the UK, and we were staying in Brighton, and it was like sunny and beautiful for the weeks that we were there, and we were talking about potentially getting a house in Brighton, not really to live in full time, at least for now, but we were kind of like toying with the idea. And we did something where we said, we like did an exercise of, what if we envisioned our perfect day in Brighton like years from now with kids and stuff, what would that look like? And we kind of went like hour by hour, and it was a fun little exercise to do. To be honest, now, like 6-7 months later, I'm not sure we're quite as excited about having a place in Brighton. So yeah, we were just talking about like redoing this exercise a little bit differently, but about potentially living in California, or we still don't know. We're trying to figure out where. Or Hawaii. Right now, those are like the two options. We'll see. We haven't done like proper research. We need to go. We're thinking about Kauai potentially, but we haven't actually been yet, so we need to go visit that. But anyway, we thought this would be like a fun little thing to film.
It could even be that we're imagining like some like unnamed place that just what it feels like, what we're doing in the mornings, a bit of our routine, like more kind of the feeling of how we want to live.
And funnily enough, I'm currently editing a video for my channel where I talked about like when you make your goals for the new year, instead of making like specific goals, thinking about how you want to feel, and then thinking about, okay, what are basically your goals are your like stepping stones to get you to that place, like your ultimate vision, your dream life, how you want to feel, basically. I literally said that in my video, so that's so funny you said that. When we like envision what we want to feel like, then we can say, okay, let's work backwards, like what are the goals that can help us get there, you know?
I'm gonna sneeze.
Sneeze. Right.
Okay. Also earlier we started trying to do this, but I feel like we got a little bit caught up in where we were going to be and why, and like how that was going to affect the other passions we had in our life. So I feel like putting all that aside, like not trying to figure out all the like actual logistics, but just imagining more, like forget trying to be too practical about it and too realistic about it all. More like in a perfect world, if we could almost teleport to other places we needed to be, and I don't know, like we didn't have to worry about certain things, what would it look like? So
which again is like a huge tip that I've heard a lot about when you're making these big visions or dreams. If you get stuck on how you're gonna get there, then you're likely to just not even go for it, you know?
And I think for me it's also like, how is that gonna fit into other pieces of the puzzle of what I'm trying to figure out in life at the moment as well? So it's almost like putting that aside and being like, this doesn't all fit perfectly right now in my what I'm trying to piece together, but that's okay because that'll come later.
Yeah.
So let's imagine, let's say some things that we feel like that would be amazing. I just thought of one.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so I'm not thinking about inside the house yet or anything other than waking up in the morning, walking into some kind of nature environment where we have animals.
Ooh.
Like an animal sanctuary and a fruit orchard.
Okay.
And I pick a piece of fruit, take a big nice fresh bite, and I'm like, And then I'm like, oh, I should feed the animals. And then I go around and give all the animals their food for the day.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, definitely sunshine.
And I want one of the animals to be a raccoon.
Okay.
A very friendly raccoon.
Louis really wants us to have a pet raccoon, so okay, we can settle with that. I'm gonna say sunshine, humid, tropical. Yeah.
And if we're dreaming, and I'm not trying to get too practical about it, I want long days. Like somewhere in the world there where there's long summer days and it's like 9, 10 p.m.
Oh yeah.
sunsets. I don't know if that I don't know if that can happen in tropical regions, but that's like, I hate these 5 p.m. sunsets.
Yeah. Also, I'm envisioning, I want to like be high up where we have this epic view. You know, just like lush green. Yeah, very green.
It's at the exact same time.
Yeah. But yeah, just like epic. And I'm kind of envisioning Hawaii when I say that, but that kind of vibe, like like Jurassic Park kind of vibes.
And I think this has been a pretty fundamental part of everything we've been trying to figure out, is like having a community where there's again, I don't try not to get caught up too much in how it all fits together, but having some kind of multi-purpose space where there's different living spaces, and without getting too specific, but basically that we're spending a good chunk of our day in community, eating together, having deep conversations. When we eventually have kids, having them hanging out with other kids, and having that in some kind of nature space as well, where they get to hang out with animals and pick fruit. And I loved when we went to do you remember the vlog when we went to the green school?
Oh yeah.
And we were in Bali and the kids were learning in nature like how to do physics and maths, and they, you know, were very involved in the ecology and the kind of the looking after the planet as well. So I think that's the kind of mindset on it.
Yeah, super important for me is to also definitely live in community. This has been like a huge thing that we've always agreed on. But yeah, I'd love to wake up and to be able to like say good morning to our close friends right away. You know, like we're all in the same space and we're all doing life together.
Yeah, and whether that's like brewing coffee or cacao and then just like checking in with everyone, and then maybe like kind of pottering off and doing our own things for a few hours. And I mean, I can't even wrap my head around the commitment of looking after a baby, but you know, I'm just imagining in the space we do have, like having that kind of like, people are we're kind of weaving in and out of each other's days, and then there's like a real intentional parts of the day where we like check in, maybe grab some lunch or dinner together and have some specific events that we're doing. And I think that as well, when we're talking about tropical regions and going into potentially other countries, like I'd love to make sure if we're living in spaces where there's like some that we're doing it in a way that's like really honouring the land and the locals, and we're connecting with locals, and we're not just like coming in and like buying some patch of land and doing our own thing, but like really connecting in and making sure it's in the right vibe for the local people that live there. Something went wrong with the other camera, so we lost the last little bit that we were just saying. So we switched cameras and it looks weird. We really have forgotten how to do this. I would love to ask you guys something. Do any of you currently live in a nature-focused kind of community space and would allow us to come visit, maybe stay for a week? Because this is something that's such a big part of both our like what we want for our future, and we haven't really experienced. We've seen things, but we haven't experienced it. So I would love it if you reached out to us and maybe we could come visit and just see what it's like. Because the way I see it is, I guess, you know, we've always talked about like living in tree houses and having this like kind of almost like utopian paradise where we're all like having friends live and we've got big communal spaces, and you were saying maybe like little tiny homes or something.
Yeah, I think the way I've been envisioning it is that we each have our own space, like little tree houses or tiny houses, not quite as tiny as this, but like, yeah, just our own private living spaces, but that are small enough that we wouldn't really like live in them all the time, and then a big communal space that we would really spend most of our time, where we'd have like a big kitchen and big table where we'd eat meals together, and like a big play area for all the kids to play together, and maybe like a co-working space. And I'd love to like do life together, and then everyone has their own cabins or whatever, like however they want to design them, that is perfect for them. Yeah, that's the way that I've been picturing it. And although we do live in community now, yeah, we've never really been to like a proper community that's been set up for years, and like kids are growing up together, and it'd be really cool to experience that. Yeah,
because we're all in a similar phase of life right now, so it'd be interesting throwing a kid into mix. What does that do if you've got like some people in their 20s and you know doing you know just in a different part, you know, different mindset, and then but I like the idea of having a whole range of ages and stuff in the house. And I was thinking like it might be that we still have kind of whatever we're working on, but we check in the mornings and we can, you know, stop and have coffee, and people are just in the kitchen and we're kind of weaving in and out of each other's days. And then we have these intentional check-in times where we have dinner together and we have these deep chats, but it's just part of like living and just doing life together that I've loved so much about this year, and really want this to be a major part of our future, even with kids. And I think that's the big question marks. How does that work? So yeah, especially people doing this with kids, like doing community living with kids.
But even when you just said even with kids, I actually envision it with like even more so with kids, because although it's already fun now, I think, can you imagine being a kid and growing up like living with all your friends basically? I think, and to be able to like, I mean, they're basically having play dates every day, you know, and they get to really grow up together. And I really, really want our kids to grow up around different people with different backgrounds and maybe religions, mindsets, and I don't want them to just grow up with us and our values and mindsets. I want them to get like a range from kind of all their aunts and uncles in the community, which will be awesome. But yeah, I was thinking it's really cool that we're recording this now, because we can look back at it 5 years from now, 10 years, I don't know, and just kind of see what happens, what comes from this. And and like I said, I mean, if we'd recorded our talk about Brighton, like most likely some of these things will change and we'll want different things as time goes on, but it's kind of cool to like have these things on record and just to see where we've been at, you know, and where we're going.
And it's good just to be able to figure it out. You have to say things out loud. I think sometimes people are scared of like, I don't even want to say that. I feel like that's dreams too big, or that doesn't make any sense. And like we said, like a lot of this might not fit together when we start putting the puzzle pieces together, but I think it's good just to like vocalize everything, at least say it, and like just be like, oh, maybe we should do this. Animal sanctuary.
Why not?
Why not?
And I think especially if you guys are in a couple, it's really important to like have these dreaming sessions together, because you can so easily get stuck up on like, oh, we can't afford that, or I don't know how we'll practically do that. But if you just throw all that aside for the minute and just dream and actually like, okay, no limitations, like what could our life potentially look like? It's really cool to have that time to check in and see where you're both at. And you might realize, well, first I think it's important to see if both of your dreams like align and if you really would both want the same kinds of things. And also you might hear something from your partner that you didn't even know they wanted, and it's just a cool space to like together dream up your perfect life.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, try this if you haven't already. And we're about to cuddle up in bed and watch our favorite TV show, This Is Us. If you haven't watched it, I would highly recommend it. And yeah, we'll check in tomorrow morning right before we leave.
See you in the morning.
Bye. Alright guys, it is the next morning and we are packed up and ready to leave, and I'm wearing a summer dress right now because we're driving from here straight to an event in LA, and although this is full on winter, less than 2-hour drive away in LA, it is like full on summer right now. So yeah, I'm wearing like sandals and a dress and it feels kind of weird, but I just wanted to quickly come in and say thank you so much for watching this video. I woke up this morning and I was actually feeling really nervous about this vlog because it's not exactly like what I pictured in my head, and I feel like it's gonna take us maybe a couple of vlogs to get our footing and to figure out what this channel looks and feels like and what it feels like for us to vlog, especially our more like intimate personal moments. But I really want to do that and we will be doing that, so I'm really excited about where this is going. But I'm so grateful that you guys are here, and thank you so much for your patience while we're kind of trying to figure things out. I hope that you like this anyway, and honestly, it was just so nice for Louie and I to get away from the city and just be in nature and connect just for a couple days, but it was perfect for the two of us. And by the way, this is not sponsored at all, but these guys gave me a discount code if you guys want to book one of these. It's called Getaway, and they have cabins outside of a few major cities. I think they have New York and Atlanta and maybe a couple more, so I will link it down below. Again, not sponsored, but I have a code, so might as well share it with you guys if you guys do want to come to one of these. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having a beautiful day, and we will see you in the next vlog. Mwah. Bye!